What's up, gamers, and welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. We are in the second and final half of the part 2 Dr. Stone collab. Today we're going to be talking about Chrome. We're going to talk about the arc and the accessories that goes with him. After we discuss that, we're going to do a little bit of arena, and that'll be the video. So, let's go ahead and talk about Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and pull him up here on the gotcha. See if we can get a first impression on this guy. And for those of you who actually watch the anime, it is on season 2, The Stone Wars, and it's a decent anime overall. Alright, so let's talk about our boy Chrome. So, looking at his stats are actually decent across the board. I mean, everything is at least 900 as far as straight defense, intelligence, and mind. The only thing above 1,000 is intelligence. So, and he has decent HP, so that's a good start. Now, when you go to his abilities, there's a few things you need to know here that's important. His S1 is a fire attack that lowers fire resistance, or has a chance to. The second skill does the same thing for thunder. And then the third skill, and this is what's really interesting, deals all attribute attack, and then a chance to lower all attribute resistances. Now, I don't know exactly how damage is calculated this way, if they're just doing like an average of what it would be for each element, or if they're taking the weakest one and going with that, or the most resistance. I'm not sure how they're doing it damage wise, but the idea of being able to potentially lower all elemental resistance is actually pretty cool. And then the special powerful thunder attack combo. So all enemies, unit recovers 80 MP and SCT 30 seconds. So that's actually a pretty cool special. You know, you're getting back your MP, you're getting back your SCT. I mean, that's not bad at all. So overall, his skills are actually decent. Now, looking at his traits, we have Ishigami Village Science User, skill and special damage plus 40%, science magic damage plus 40%, fire and thunder attack damage cap 4,000. So yes, he actually does have damage cap for those who kind of, dismiss the character because they don't have damage cap. At least he has it, so you can't hate him for that. And then the second trait, resource collecting. Now this is the thing that everyone loves here. Battlestar chance to get items from all enemies with items, or all enemies with items. Up to one per enemy, and this chance increases on the skill level as the skill level increases. So basically, at the start of the match, you have a chance to collect an item from everybody that would normally have one. And you don't have to do anything for it. You just have to literally just start the match. And then on the next wave, same thing procs every round. So it's not like the others where you have to, proc a crit and have a chance, or, trick wrist or whatever the particular character has. You don't have to do any special damage or anything. He just has to be in the party. So that's pretty awesome, especially if you do the auto run for grinding for materials, which is actually how I grind. This will definitely be a character that I would use if I were to pull him. I've already done some pulls off screen with the step up gotcha and the tickets I had, and unfortunately I didn't get any characters, I didn't get any arcs, so I'm kind of done with this, as obviously I'm saving for other things. Let's take a look at his skills though. Let's see if it's just, because I don't think this guy is just about, getting items. So he does have some spells. Cure All of Science, which is the same thing I believe Senku has. Basically cures a status element. Black Gunpowder, which Senku also has. Fire Attack Generator, which Senku also has, which is Power Thunder Attack. He has Science Level Up 4, which I'm not sure what level Senku has, but I know Senku has one of those. So that's pretty good. Fighting Spirit 3, which is definitely unique. Aiming or Advanced Aim Vitals, Auto Crit, Auto Recast, Patience, Fire Attack Raise 2, and Thunder Attack Raise 2. Obviously, he specializes in fire and thunder, if you couldn't tell. Pose of Honor, Immovable Object, Thaumaturgy Ring, Blessed Speed, Scientific Discovery. Okay, this is a new one here. So, recover some SCT during battle. So basically, you just get free SCT. As long as, he's alive, I assume. Determination, we've seen that. Sharp Eyes. Suika's Encouragement, which is the same thing that Kohaku has, actually. And then we have Gas Mask, which I think at first you could only get from the Arc. I think it's a lot of science, but I might be wrong. It's either that or the other one that came with the original collab. Battlestar activate a barrier that nullifies basic status elements once and is permanent. A curiosity for science, a new one here. Battlestar recover SET 10 seconds when science magic skills are used, gradually increase damage, max 50% and resets each wave. So that's actually super strong for who he is, because obviously he's going to be doing science, magic, and skills. So this will be something that will help him be of a good help. So he's not just there to give you items; he can do some damage. A vital jab. When a spear or staff is equipped, physical damage plus 20%, crit rate 5%. So that's pretty good too. We got last ditch idea. When close to death, greatly recover HP, slightly recover MP, strength, intelligence, plus 50%. I didn't read that right. So when close to death, greatly recover HP, slightly recover MP, and then your strength and intelligence goes up by 50%, and this is up to twice per wave. This is probably the best of the whole, like if you're almost dead kind of abilities. This is literally the best one of those type of skills. You're getting way too much for this, and you're getting it twice per wave. That's actually really good to keep him alive. Last thing he has is Gold Rush 2. After battle enemies, they'll drops 35%. So I think there are people out there that are like, how do you get gold? You get that. That's how you get gold. Now, some people might be confused about this kit because you're seeing some magic, but you're also seeing stuff that you normally use for an offensive character, like the attack raises, Sharp Eyes, which confuses a lot of people. Is like, if he's a spellcaster, wouldn't Sharp Eyes be bad? It really just depends. In all honesty, first off, it depends on how you build them. You can go either way, magic or physical DPS. Really up to you. Again, he can equip either a staff or a spear. Is that what it was? So he'll be all right. And then let's say you do decide to just kind of keep all the skills there. He has the ability to recover his... Actually, no, he doesn't. So I would recommend getting the skill that gives you MP when you deal damage. That's just how you're going to basically feed him as far as MP is concerned. So I'd recommend it. I forgot what it's called at the top of my head, but we've all seen it. But yeah, there's a way to keep your MP up. So if you're scared of using Sharp Eyes, there's a way to deal with that. There's actually a couple of ways. There's another skill that costs 2. Actually, I think it's right here, Pose of Honor. Yeah, when defeating an enemy, recover 5% MP. So what you could literally do is, let's say you want to go the spell casting route, you could, get the magic ups, cast like Black Gunpowder Generator, whatever you have, and as long as you're killing fools, you're getting some MP back. But I would still recommend getting, I think it's Goddess Kiss, if I'm not mistaken, that also can give you MP potentially. So I think just do that, and then with Pose of Honor, you'll be able to get more. Again, there's lots of ways to get MP nowadays. I wouldn't worry too much about Sharp Eyes taking up all your MP, and like I said, it really just depends on how you build them, and you'll be able to keep MP if you know what you're doing. But overall, he's a decent character. When I say decent, I mean, one, obviously you're going to be farming with him. That's probably like the number one thing you're going to do with him. I don't think you'll probably see him in any kind of a PvP kind of a thing. As far as boss battles, I mean, if you don't have a good fire or thunder user, which would be surprising, but I mean, if you have a newer account, I think this guy would be good for you as a newer account to potentially deal some damage while getting items. But I wouldn't recommend him for boss battles. Like I said, I would prefer to just use him for grinding. He's an easy grind tool. But I'm pretty sure there are people that are going to be able to break him to make him really, really, massive on damage dealing. But I don't see him as a major damage dealer. I think that he has potential. I think that he can survive really well, and he can help the team overall. So, he's, like I said, he's actually a decent unit. So if you get him, I say congratulations. You got yourself arguably the best pilferer in the game, if you will. Let's talk about the Arc, 100 Nights, and 1,000 Skies. So, At level 10, we got every 30 seconds in battle, restore 1 second of all skills SCT. You also have a 1/100 chance for all skills to recover 1 full SCT. And then you have a 1/1000th chance for all skills to recover all SCT. Now keep in mind that that will almost never happen, so don't get too excited. But damage taken from enemies while fainted, minus 50%. Science attack magic uses MP plus 20%, but deals damage plus 40%. So this is made more for your science users, which will be Synchro and Chrome. So there you go. You have an arc specifically for them that you can use while you're grinding, or if you want to actually use them in certain events, to get more like medals. Those events we have to earn medals to get different things, like different prizes. I think that that's where Chrome is really going to help you excel in getting items pretty quick. But anyway, back to the arc. I would definitely equip this to one of those 2 science users. You're going to get some good stuff. As far as the whole like restoring SCT, again, the big stuff is just a chance. I wouldn't really rely on that to determine if this is good or not. But the fact that you do get an increase in damage for your specific science users is still decent. I'll say that much. So it's an okay arc. Let's see what you can learn, though. You got Moonlight, you got Science level up, which I don't think there's a skill that actually gives you Science level up, unless it's one of the 2 other arcs that I've never got, because I never did get any of the Dr. Stone arcs other than the Stone World. But as far as like the SSRs and the LRs, I haven't received either one, so I don't really remember if any of them have it, but I don't think they do. You have Concentration, you got Stone Shield, which is basically shrugs 10% of damage from stone creatures. Basically those giant walls. You got the 100 Tails. This removes any weakness in the unit's basic status element resistance. And of course, you got a picture of what looks like Kohaku's sister, if I'm not mistaken. I watched the anime, so I kind of know. I have an idea what we're looking at here. Baton of the Future, or Baton to the Future, sorry. When an ally is incapacitated, greatly recover HP and as much SCT skill stock as the incapacitated unit held once per wave. So basically what this does is you equip this to, well, say you give it to Senku. Kohaku dies. Like, she's up there dealing damage, but she gets beat up by somebody. So you're Senku at that point, who's equipped with this particular skill, will get some HP, and whatever SCT stock she has saved up, you'll get it. Senku will get it automatically. So that's basically what that is. It just transfers SCT from the dead person to the person that's equipped with this particular skill. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's interesting. That's the best thing I can say. I don't know if it's actually good, though. It's hard. I think that if you build it right and you got someone that's kind of tanky, that could be really good. It's really weird. I don't know. I'm going to just kind of put a question mark on that one. And then let's talk about the Arc Ether Reward. We got the cell phone. Now, anyone who's watched the anime, specifically season 2, this picture should look very familiar to you. So I like how they did that. So this is an accessory that gives you 40 MP. Science magic attacks have a chance of dealing critical damage. No resistances, no ailment resistances, nothing. So this is an okay item. This isn't like one of those items that I'm like going to be super hype on. You're only getting 40 MP, which is okay, but no intelligence or any kind of no offensive or defensive boost you're not getting with this. On top of that, this is specific for science magic, which means that you're only going to give this to, Synchro or Chrome, or unless you actually want to put it on another mage you have. But I don't know if it's worth it. About the only spell that I recommend to give to anyone is after 3,700 years, because that's probably the most broken of the offensive science skill or magics. But even then, I would only give that to, Senku and company. But it's okay. What makes this decent is the fact that it's all science magic across the board. Because typically these kind of abilities are limited to a certain attribute. This isn't. This will do any attribute as long as it's science based, and that's where it kinda is okay. Like I said, you're gonna give it to either Senku or Chrome. Is basically what it boils down to. If you want it, that's really what it is. It's not gonna be like a top tier thing, but it's an okay thing. That's the best thing I'll say. So overall, this arc is okay. It's for a very specific purpose, obviously, as you can tell. A lot of science type stuff. So it's like I said, the skills you can learn are okay. The arc the reward is okay. And the arc attribute is okay. And so overall, it's just an okay arc. Nothing to really go super crazy on, but it's not terrible if you get it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the actual items you can get for this particular character. So we're gonna go to the trading space and look at the credentials. All right, so now we're gonna talk about Chrome's stuff. We got the Twisted Headband. This is Chrome only, 5-star accessory. It's 300 hit points, 27 strength, and 33 mind. So those stats are a lot better than that other item that we just looked at. Science magic damage plus 12%, continuous brave effect. And then you get a dark resistance plus 5. So overall, this is actually pretty decent. You're getting some offense, so when you do have to do some physical attacks, you get a little extra out of it. More hit points is always a good thing. Getting some science magic damage up is fantastic because the only thing that's close to this, there's another accessory that I think you can get from the item shop in the collab that gives you, I think it's like science magic plus 7% for damage. So this is 12%, so it's a little bit better than that, and you're getting other effects. So this is overall decent. Very, very decent. Let's take a look at the other one, the strapped bags. Alright, so Chrome only 5-star accessory. We got 36 intelligence, MP 40, and defense 24. Again, stats that are already better than the Arcs item. Battle start recovers 7 seconds of all skills SCT. Chance to obtain an item upon defeating an enemy. One item per enemy. And it also has a 10 dark resistance. So this item is actually really good, and I'll explain why. This is basically old school Robin 2.0 in an accessory. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, in the older days, if you got regular Robin, he was the kind of person that if you could get kills, you could potentially get an item. That's how he worked, the old school one. So in this case, with this accessory, what it does is it lets you do the same thing. You kill something, you might get an item. And the strat with Robin back in the day, if you really wanted to consistently get items off of him, is you had to basically make him a mage and deal like the high level magic spells at the time and let him kill everything so you can get the items. So that was kind of the old school strat to basically loot items back in the day. So they have that built into this accessory, because with this accessory, basically what you're going to do with Chrome is you're going to basically make him a mage, which he already is, and you're just going to be casting some magic. And again, I would definitely recommend equipping after 3,700 years. You can get it from the SR Arc Stone World from the collab, which should be easy to get. So, and again, it's a very, very good spell. Anyway, so yeah, this is actually a really good accessory for Chrome, because not only will he be proccing the start of the wave, but he'll also proc as he's killing things. So that makes him much better than even just how he was to begin. He gets 2 chances per wave to get you items. Well, I mean, that's really, really good. So if I were to say, hey, which item, if you're just trying to get one of these, obviously the strat bags. It literally fits what Chrome does. You're getting, you're getting other stuff too. You're getting SCT, which is good, right? And then on top of that, you're having a chance to loot an item, which is part of what Chrome is about. And you're getting some decent stats. You're getting an intelligence boost, which helps you, as far as dealing your science magic. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go. The other item is decent, though. I'm not saying that the Twisted Headband is bad. It's actually really good. Science magic plus 12% will be really good for Chrome. But it depends. Like, if you're going more for I want to get items kind of a thing, you get the strat bags. If you're going more for just straight up damage, then go ahead and get the twisted headband. That's what this is going to be. They're equally as good depending on how you want to build him. What do you want him to be long term? Although, if you're really, really invested in Chrome and this is like one of your favorite characters, I would honestly invest in both just because it will give you everything you need as far as how to make them just much better. So that's what that is. All right, so that's pretty much my review. Like I said, the arc is okay, but Chrome is actually pretty good. So I've got nothing bad to say about Chrome in all honesty. He's a decent character in general. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some arena. The arena is finally open. They've changed a few things. We're going to do like a couple of fights, see if I can't get, my daily. And as you can tell, the way they have it looking is the UI kind of has everything kind of looking a little different here. Let's go ahead and just get into a battle here. And as per the usual, we got to find someone much stronger than me, like this guy who's going to kick my butt 16,000 points. Oh, I don't stand a chance. Let's do it. Let's see if I can't get a win here. This is going to be rough. I'm all about beating the people that are higher up than me. Big MCC versus BAM! Entertainment. Alright, so as per the usual, we're going to try to take out the mage, which is it going to be Senku or... God, I almost want to take out V, to be honest, but we're doing Senku. These people are not dying, by the way. And I need her to do some healing, please. Get some blizzard for backup, please. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. There we go. Get in there, Kohaku. Get in there. That's my girl. You're seeing why I used to put Kohaku up on my friend unit thing back in the day. She is so good. Alright, so just because they have more points than you doesn't mean that you can't win. It just means that, you might be in for a fight. We did pretty well at that time. Let's see if we can find somebody else to battle. Alright, so this one's too low. This one is higher than me, but I want to go a little higher than that. No. There we go. 11,000 points. Let's see if we can beat this person. And they got some good strats here, so let's see what happens. They got the right arcs on the right people. I think I saw an Amelia, which is bad news for me. Yep, there she is. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Do we want to hit Theria or Amelia? Ugh. Where to go for Theria? Already healing. And of course, unfortunately, Ray is a little tied up at the moment. Yeah, we are definitely not winning this one. Alright, can you give me a little bit of God heal, please? Nope, because you're dead. Yeah, we are definitely not winning this. This is one of those things where if you're doing this bad at the beginning, you've more or less lost. So he definitely got the upper hand on me super early. I wasn't able to get a kill fast enough either. That is a big problem. Oh, I think my Ray's about to die now. That's gonna deal more than 200. I figured. Hmm. I know it needs healing yet, so we'll go back. Can we make a comeback? That's the question. We're trying not to let Amelia die here. Dang it, too late. Oh well. They got rim healing? Really? Alright, so everybody's a healer apparently. I hate those teams. Let's go ahead and do... Let's see. Yeah, not really in little walls. Nah, we'll just keep fighting. Alright, come on. Stop healing. Alright, we need to do some healing of our own. But not that one. Oh man. Almost dead. Oh no. Like right now we're almost dead here. And we only got 9 seconds left too, which means I'm probably gonna lose no matter what at this point. Whoops. Why did that not work? Hold on, try it again. Yeah, that was definitely not winning that. They had literally 3 people on their team healing. It was ridiculous. That's okay. Let's see if we can. We'll do one more fight. Let's see if we can't get a second win here on recording. Yeah, when you're fighting people on the on gold 1 for super, it could be a drawn out battle. And like I said earlier, typically you know pretty soon if you're gonna win or not. And I knew it was gonna lose at that point. Let's take a look. Let's see where we can go here. So too low. Okay, so 9,600. That's actually okay. We'll do this person. That's high enough. And then win or lose, we'll be done with the video after that. So, Icy Boy, let's see if we can get you. Alright, so we're going after Amelia. And for some reason I changed to someone else faster than I meant to. Healing, please. Let's go ahead and do that God heal. We're winning at the moment. Alright, so their Amelia is gone. Well, yeah, no, she's dead. Let's get some healing, though. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, man. Alright, Ray. It's on you, buddy. Can someone heal, my lady over here? Whoa, no. Don't hit her with fire. There we go. Our girl Kohaku getting in there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what she said. All right. So, hey, 2 out of 3. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Now, they did do a couple of things different that I'll show you real quick before we end the video. This is something that I actually requested in my arena video, I believe, where we had basically a way to have some kind of motivation to do well in arena, and that's what they're basically doing here. So this is part of the update. Right now we're in the pre-release, so it basically means after a certain time, whoever's in certain ranks will get these awards, and then once the actual ranking starts, which will be down here on the 14th of April, whoever gets the top rankings will get these prizes. Now I don't know what these stamps are, so I don't know if there's just kind of a way to say, hey, I'm good at arena, or if it's actually something that gives you like a good reward or something. I don't know yet. I don't think they've mentioned it on the information board unless I just missed it. But you can get some Prayer Stardust, you can get Ethereum, Mother Souls, all kinds of stuff. So I'm actually glad that they did this. Again, it's something for those who actually like playing in the arena. There's a little more motivation there. And even if you're not one of the top players, you still can get rewards. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say this is for the super class only. Yes, it's super class ranking rewards. So if you're not in the super class, I don't know if you're going to be a part of any kind of your own separate ranking, or if you have to actually qualify for this to be a part of it. Not too sure. So anyone who's not in the super class, you may want to check arena and then click on the ranking rewards to see if you have your own list or if it's just for the super class. If not, I highly recommend going to super class. I think you have to have a certain amount of points in gold 1 of the regular to do it, but I forgot exactly what option you hit to actually do it, because it doesn't just tell you, hey, you want to go ahead and rank up. You have to like click something, unless they changed it to make it easier. So something to look at. Like I said, it's pretty cool. You can still spar with your friends. I highly recommend doing that, sparring with people that are of a higher ranking, so you can get kind of some motivations on what strats are good to use. Maybe you can copy a couple of ideas you might like. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. Once again, thank you for taking the time to actually sit here and watch me do all this. It means a lot. So, just thank you for the support. And until next time, just keep gaming, everyone. Take care, y'all. Later.